30,000 years ago, there was a little girl named Hah-Nah. Hah-Nah's favorite thing to do was to go out early in the morning before sunrise and climb to the top of a hill overlooking the sea and watch the sunrise to her left. She looked out onto the sea one morning and she saw the strangest thing, a huge tetrahedron-shaped, what it was, falling into the sea and disappearing. She ran home to her grandmother, and she told her the story about having seen this wondrous event. But her grandmother was angry because Hah-Nah was not supposed to be out running around like that. There were cave bears, dangerous. She told her what would happen if the cave bear came and ate you all up. Her grandmother was a wise old woman. In fact, she was the leader of her clan. She and other members, the women in her clan, would go down to a secret place far underground where they would sing and paint pictures and dance and tell stories. It was like a concert hall or a museum. Her grandmother was a great painter, known for her beautiful paintings that she left on the wall. And one day, her grandmother and Hah-Nah and all her other women were gathered around in the cave doing their thing. And suddenly, from a pool in the cave, emerged a woman, a black woman. It was so frightening. They all sprang and grabbed their clubs ready to kill her, but the woman held up her hands, and her hands were white. So they all said, since her hands are light-colored like ours, the fact that she's not brown, that she's black, maybe she's one of us. And so they did not harm this woman. The woman became friends, especially with the old woman, Hah-Nah's grandmother. They told stories, and while the old woman painted her animals and birds and other stick figures of man, the young woman, the alien, one day was impatient to make an image like that, but instead of painting, she daubed her hand with some of the old woman's paint, and she smacked it against the wall, and she left a handprint. The old woman reared back and said, "Oh no, that is not the way to do it. You have severed the connection between the soul and what it is you're painting. There must be a connection between you and your hand movements." But the young woman merely smiled, and she said, "Well, my way is much faster and easier, and I can do it again and again. My way will change the world. Your way maintains its place in this cave forever." Now, this is the fun part of the story. Over 30,000 years later, Hah-Nah showed that she was correct. And in the year 2025, she was. In the 9 months that I made that first version, I've changed my mind a bit. I want the old woman, the artist, to be told by the young woman who made the handprint that by making that handprint, she had established the notion of replication. The old woman was painting and telling a story, that's explication, and the young woman was making the means for replication. So in argument with the people that see art and technology as separate, I see them as having been joined at birth. In other words, by replication, the handprint, which led to all technology, engineering, math, STEM, or STEAM, set the stage for the release of that painting from the prison that was the cave. Thanks for watching. I'm still Bill Ritchie.